Most people think Danville is one neighborhood. It's not. I'm going to walk you through the real Danville map where prices change, where buyers overpay, and which areas sellers misunderstand the most. Most people think Danville is just another quiet Bay Area suburb, but once you really understand the neighborhoods, lifestyle, and location, you realize why buyers are willing to pay a premium to live here. Today, I'm taking you on a full map tour of Danville, Blackhawk, and Diablo so you can decide which area actually fits your lifestyle, not just your budget. What's up, everyone? I'm Marquez, local Bay Area realtor, and this channel is all about helping you understand what it's really like to live in different cities before you move. In this video, we'll cover Danville's main neighborhoods, what makes each one different, things to do, and who each area is best for. Let's start with the big picture. Now, Danville sits in Coshocana County, which with easy access to 680, it's top-rated schools. Mount Diablo is at your backyard. You're about 35 to 45 minutes from San Francisco, Oakland, Silicon Valley, depending on traffic. Without traffic, it's pretty smooth. But that's without, feeling like living in a city. So what I like to do is I got this map pulled up here, and I want to give you just an overview. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with the Bay Area, here sits Danville, and I just figured out how to do this page marker, so bear with me. But we got Danville that's going to sit right here, okay? And all in here, if you're not familiar, this is what's called the Bay Area, okay? You got San Francisco, you got Palo Alto, Menlo Park. That's where Facebook is. Netflix is going to be over here in Los Gatos, over here. Mountain View, that's where Google is. But see, now a lot of these homes all in here, right? Palo Alto, Atherton, these are 5, 10, 15, 20 million. So what a lot of engineers, what have you, will do is they'll move what's called to the East Bay, right? Alamo, Blackhawk, San Ramon, Pleasanton. This is the East Bay, which you're going to get great schools, but you're not going to get those prices, right? A lot more affordable. And I say a lot more affordable. You're still 2 million, one plus. But this is the East Bay. But here's Danville. So this is what we're going to be focused on. And this is in Contra Costa County. So let me move this. Let me take that out. Let me move that. So I'm going to scroll in here, and I just want to give you guys a little bit more understanding of where we're at. So now I did a full neighborhood tour, and I'm going to go through the 5 neighborhoods on what we spoke about. Now, if we're looking at West Side Danville, which I did do the map tour, it's one of the most desirable areas. Tree-lined streets, older custom homes, walkability to downtown. This is where you're going to find charm, character, strong long-term appreciation. Inventory is limited, and homes here, for the most part, move pretty fast. Now, it's best for walkability lovers, professionals, buyers wanting classic Danville charm. Now, prices, the median sales price, give or take, you're around 2.5. That was reported last month. That was the source of Redfin, and that's up about 17.6% year over year. Median days on market typically is around 40 days or less. In general, Westside Danville is one of the highest priced suburbs within Danville due to larger lots, high-end homes, proximity to downtown, and desirable schools. So let's look at this. Now I'm going to scroll in, okay, and then I'll get this little highlighter here in a second. But let me scroll out a little bit, and let me get my marker here. So here's downtown Danville. This right here is what is super desirable. Everything is walkability. Now all these homes in here, West Side Danville, 2.5 and up. Right? You got the high school that's going to be right right over here. Okay, San Ramon Valley High School. You got the elementary school, which is right here. And again, all these homes, you're walking into the post office, Trader Joe's, restaurants, everything you can think of. So it's really that walkability to everything. And if that's what you are looking for, this is a great neighborhood. Now, what's nice about this, let me scroll in a little bit. During Halloween, right, they have a lot of the streets are blocked off, so you got people hanging out all through in here. Railroad Avenue. Now, if you guys do recall, I mentioned the Iron Horse Trail. What is the Iron Horse Trail? Well, let me show you. This right here, again, I'm getting used to this marker. This right here, this is your Iron Horse Trail. This trail is a nice trail that goes all the way through cities, because it's going to go all the way up Walnut Creek, Concord, down to Dublin, Pleasanton. This used to be an old railroad. So back in the day, these homes weren't that desirable. You had a big train going through. Now, it's one of the top places to be. So this right here, if you're very active, walking, jogging, this is where you want to be, okay? Now, West Side, Danville. All right, now let me talk about the next city we kind of went through, Greenbrook. So where is Greenbrook? Greenbrook is right over here, okay? In this neighborhood all in here, and I'll get my marker here in a second. But what's nice about Greenbrook is the proximity. You got 680. Let me get my marker here. Here's 680. Now 680 is your major freeway that's going to take you all the way down. That's commuting, commuting up towards San Francisco, taking 24 over here down to the South Bay, which I showed you here earlier. And then here's your 580. Okay, a lot of people commuting from the Central Valley, which is all out this way. But this gets super busy in the morning and the evening, so you're going to be commuting. But now let me show you Greenbrook. So let me just take that off, do that. Okay, now let's scroll in. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right, here we go. Greenbrook. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to get my marker here again. I'm just learning how to do this. So this is Greenbrook. All these homes right in here. Okay. Right in there. And now this neighborhood here, that's another golf course. This is Crow Canyon Country Club. We didn't go over that neighborhood. Great homes. Very desirable as well. But Greenbrook was nice because you got Osage Park. That's a big park where they're going to play Little League games, a bunch of sporting activities. You got Greenbrook Elementary, okay, which is going to be right over here. You got a middle school, which is Charlottewood Middle School right here. So you can see this area is very nice because it's very family friendly. You got the elementary school, you got the middle school, and it's all within this neighborhood. And then remember that Iron Horse Trail, that walking, jogging, all that. Well, that trail, remember, as you seen a few minutes ago, you come all the way through. So that trail is going all the way right in here. Okay, going through that neighborhood, and it keeps going. So if you're very active, you got a lot of walking trails, biking trails, running trails, all right in here. But this is Greenbrook. Very nice area. You're close to the freeway. You got access to 680. You got a Costco right here. So your big shopping, Costco is going to be right here. This is where a lot of people will come. So it does get pretty busy on the weekends, but it's Costco, okay? So that's Greenbrook. So let's go through the next city, which is Sycamore. Now, Sycamore offers larger lots, quiet streets, and a more suburban feel. You get space, privacy, great schools. You're without being far from shopping or downtown. Now, this area attracts buyers who want room to grow. Best for move-up buyers, larger households, long-term ownership. Median sales price as of November 2025, you're about $1,735,000. It's up 9.5% year over year. That's a source of Redfin. Median listing price is around $1,702,500. Then your median days on the market, give or take 26 days. Okay, and this is a broad range. So let's show you exactly where Sycamore is. Now remember, you got downtown, you got Greenbrook, and then now we're going to go through Sycamore, all in here. So let's get our marker here, right? So here's kind of your, your Sycamore area, these homes right in here. Now you could see you're not that far from town, right? If you're commuting, you're going to hit 680 right here. You want to go into town, you could take that, and then there you are. You're right into town. You got a huge park right here, a lot of sporting events, little league, soccer, all that. You got a nice church right in there, elementary school right in here, Sycamore Elementary. Very desirable. Okay, now you're a little bit more in town. Okay, not too bad, 10 minutes or so to the freeway. But these homes, like I mentioned, and I showed you in the vlog tour, you're going to get a little bit larger lots, what have you. So it's a great neighborhood, something to consider. But this is where Sycamore Valley is. Okay, and now let's go through Blackhawk. Now let's talk luxury, because Blackhawk, now it's gated, it's private, it's known for its estate homes, golf courses, and security. So Blackhawk is very, very desirable if you like that security, that exclusive feel. Median sold price here, you're about a little over $2 million. And that's based on Redfin as well. Average sales price is around 2.49. Median days on the market's roughly been about 26 days. It was a little bit longer, and later in 2025 was around 61 days. And again, that source is from Redfin. So let me show you where Blackhawk is now. Blackhawk is very desirable because it's really your own little city within a city. I mean, it's your own deal. Here we are, Blackhawk here. Now, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, because remember, if you're commuting, you're about 15 minutes from the freeway, 680. Or if you're going down to 580. But here, you're about 15 minutes, into town or what have you. But let's see exactly where we're talking about here. Okay. So let me get my map, my marker here. And there we go. So here we go. Blackhawk right there. There we go. So you got two ways into the gated. You got a gated here. That's the west side gate. And then you got a gate here. That's the east side gate. Now, what's nice about Blackhawk is, like I said, you got the lakeside clubhouse, okay, very exclusive, and then you got the falls clubhouse. Two top-of-the-line golf course. They did have a PGA here tournament years back. 24-hour security. You got a state-of-the-art swimming pool. They just redid probably about 5-6 years ago, a little bit longer, give or take. New state-of-the-art gym facility, bocce ball, tennis courts, pickleball. I mean, all that in between. So it's really your own city. Every single day they got events. All major holidays, they have things going on. Now, Blackhawk as well, you got another area here, which is right here. This is gated. This is another area part of Blackhawk, these homes over here. So you got these, the main gates, right? You got another gated area. And then you got some nice town homes right in here. HOAs are going to be a little higher. I mean, this is a nice area. I actually used to live there years ago. And what's nice about this, let me see if I could scroll. Let me take that out. Let me scroll in a little more. Right here, Tassajara Elementary School. Now, this is nice because you got one of the top of the line schools right here. And a lot of the kids that live in Blackhawk, they could just walk right through the gate and then there they are. Okay, so this right here is why a lot of people like living here, because it's exclusive. It's a nice, very desirable area. All right, so let me take that off. And now let's talk about Diablo. Diablo, where is Diablo? So Diablo is going to be right here. And the nice thing about Diablo, the median listing home price is around $3,150,000. Median sales price over the last 12 months roughly been about 3.1. Zillow's got an average around 2.96, so let's call it around 3, give or take. Average days on market has been around 51 days, and they tend to be longer than nearby Danville or Blackhawk. This is reflecting luxury pricing on a smaller pool of qualified buyers compared with more broadly priced markets. And let me just kind of show you. So if we're looking at Blackhawk, there we go. We just talked about that. Here's Diablo. And the nice thing about Diablo, it's really its own little unique area. I mean, you got a nice country club here. They got a pool. They got their own post office, in here. I mean, these, are large lots. But what you are seeing is these homes built years back, people buying them, tearing them down, rebuilding them, these very custom homes. And you're probably 15 minutes or so into town, right? Back into Blackhawk Plaza, which I didn't talk about, and I'll talk about that in a second. So a lot of these kids for the schooling, you got Monte Vista High School right here. Now, the thing about this road here, Blackhawk Road, Green Valley, Monte Vista, this gets super busy in the mornings and in the afternoon. So FYI, you want to factor that in, right? Because it's really only one way in here. And then you got Stone Valley people coming here. But if you got high school kids, all the kids in Blackhawk, Diablo, typically are going to go to Monte Vista. Now, the two major high schools in Danville are, as I told you, is Sycamore Valley High School right here. Okay, so that's why West Side is nice, because you got the high school kids just walk to school there, but they're both great schools. You got Monte Vista, and then you got Stone Valley, and then here's Diablo Country Club. So, and then also you got for things to do, restaurants. Blackhawk has the Blackhawk Plaza, and that's right here. And this is nice because it does have restaurants. Ooh, let me slide on. Why am I going so close? Let me scroll out. Whoa. All right, here we go. Okay. So Blackhawk Plaza is right here, and there's a shopping center right here. So when you say, what is there the things to do? Well, instead of going all the way to downtown Danville West Side, you can literally come right here. You got a Safeway, you got a few little restaurants. There's a Five Guys right in here, a Togo's. So it's a little shopping center here, and then you got the Blackhawk Plaza. You got a few restaurants. They did have a movie theater right here. It did shut down during COVID. There's talk about opening up again. You do have a gym facility here. It used to be the old Crunch. Now it's another gym. It's a great gym. I actually belong here, but it's a very nice, desirable gym. And you're right here, okay? So let me scroll out here. So you could see, there you have it. Danville, right? Great community. You are in the East Bay, right? We got Oakland, we got San Francisco, right? And then now you're in a suburb of Danville, right in there. Danville, Blackhawk. Very nice. And you can see I got the live traffic going, a lot of green. This will be a lot of red during the week. So you got a little red here, right? People traveling to San Francisco, you got red here. This is the Golden Gate. This is the Bay Bridge. So you're not too far, right? And then if I scroll out a little more, just to give you a little bit more a macro view, right? You're about an hour, 45 minutes to Sacramento. What's nice living in the Bay Area, you're about 3.5 hours to Tahoe. This is where people are going to go for winter, for your snow events, stuff like that. And then if you want to commute down to SoCal, you know, the Disneyland, LA, you're about a 5-hour or so ride there. And then your major airports for anybody in the East Bay is going to be in Oakland. Okay, that's going to be your an airport right here. And then you got SFO, which is going to be right over here. Okay, those are your two major airports. So there you have it. You know, Danville, it's you know, it's just about homes. It's a lifestyle. It's downtown dining, Iron Horse Trail biking, Mount Diablo hiking, seasonal events, farmers markets, and community sports. This is why people stay here for decades. Here's what most buyers miss. Each Danville neighborhood attracts different buyer profile, pricing, competition, and appreciation vary street by street. Knowing where to focus and where not to can save you hundreds of thousands over time. So if you want walkability and charm, West Side Danville. Community amenities, Greenbrook, very desirable area. Space and privacy, Sycamore. And if luxury is your goal, Blackhawk or Diablo, I mean, you can't go wrong. Truly has something for every lifestyle. So if you're thinking about moving to Danville, Blackhawk, or Diablo, reach out anytime. I can answer every call, message personally. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Bay Area map tours and neighborhood breakdowns. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay empowered.